We go back in time to 2003 for the Malaysian Grand Prix. A very young, very fresh-faced Fernando Alonso bagged his first ever Formula 1 pole position. That is now 21 years ago. Fernando is still as fast as ever in the sport, still kicking on, doing his thing. But this was, at the time, the youngest pole in F1 history, I believe. The pole time in question, a 1 minute 37.04. Now, we have to account for the rules back in 2003, which essentially they would qualify on race fuel, which is something we'll have to bear in mind. Now, I've done my research. Alonso pit on lap 14 of the race, so we'll have to have in the car around 15 laps of fuel on our eventual best attempt. Now, currently, we are on a default setup, which has around 18 laps of fuel, so we can take some out if we need it. But this is medium tyres, completely stock, 6 gears, which is also different, traction control, and just, of course, a big fat V10 engine in the back of this machine. So let's see what we can do on a banker. I hopefully have adjusted the track grip accordingly for this one, and we can have a little bit of fun. And also, as always, I welcome your suggestions in the comments down below, guys. So if you have ideas or suggestions, you know, I have a full playlist, so check it out. And if you want to suggest one that hasn't been done yet, then feel free to comment down below. But yeah, let's get into it and let's set our first lap time of the day. Out the final corner then at Malaysia, a track that we all love. Down towards turn number 1. The Renault V10 revving high. Now on the anchors though at the 100. Down to first. Be patient. Then to turn 2, try and catch that inside as much as possible to get the camber. To turn the car. Power up on exit. Through turn 3. And now turn 4 brake just after the 100. Down the second gear. Use the runoff on the curb. Turn 5 should be flat. Just about. Bit of a compromise line to turn 6 by taking it flat. Then into 7 and 8. Oh, a bit wide there. Got some understeer. Didn't really get the first apex, which then makes me miss the second one. Then turn 9, the hairpin. Be patient. Let the traction control work on the exit. Through 10 and then into 11. Ooh, bit of a snap on the rear there. Got stuck on the curb. 12, 13, hit you fast. Left, right chicane. And then that kind of feeds into 14. A little bit early there on the initial turning. And there's a lot of understeer. Mid corner. And now the back straight. Turn 15 remains, the final corner. Where to brake. Kind of in the middle there on that asphalt patch on the right. Probably could do a bit later than that. Bit too early on the turn in, but final corner we go. 37, 0 to beat. 39.5. Not bad, decent start. And there's also more time to find on the lap itself. So let's make some changes and let's see what we can do. Attempt number 2. Tyres are already getting a bit warm and we're on the soft tyres, so temperatures seem to be an issue. So we might have to already kind of adjust on tyre pressures for the next one. Either way, let's talk about the changes as the tyres cool off. Gearbox has been shortened. Front wing up, rear wing down. Fuel is now race fuel, which is what Alonso did, so 15 laps of fuel. Also reduced the ride heights. So we're going to see how that all pans out, all plays out. So here we go then. At the final corner, traction control has also been reduced. I've still got it on, but I've tweaked the settings so we have a bit less, so we can kind of, you know, power up a bit on the rears a bit sooner. Turn 1 then. Easy does it. Gonna hold it in. Actually, no, I'll drop to first. I'll drop to first. This time we get the apex at turn 2. Take a short shift on the way out of 2 to try and get the power down better. Easy flat through 3, then turn 4. Try and get the nose in early. A lot of understeer with these cars, especially the way Fernando would like to drive them. So get the nose in early. Now the car starting to grip. Bit of sliding on the rear. Left rear again, absolutely fried. This time, let's get the apexes. There's the first one. And there's the second one. Curbs are very loud on the full speed back. Hairpin. A little bit deep. We managed to pull it back though. Using the throttle control out of here with the reduced traction. Nice, bit of a snap, but we're looking alright here. This is a pretty tidy lap. Straight line braking. Ah, the rears are giving out. We save it. Good recovery, but we may have just thrown away the entire advantage of our lap time. I saw we was over a second up in the second sector split. Final corner, let's see. Brake a bit later here. Oh, back end is completely gone. I need to change these pressures. Up to the line though. 38.0. So I think without that mistake, we might have actually got very close to beating that lap time. So let's readjust the pressures. And to be fair, there's not a ton more we can change. I've already got the correct fuel. I've already changed the wings and the gearbox. So hopefully the tyre pressures is the solution. So I think I've got the tyres sorted out now. Temperatures are a lot better than the previous beginning of the lap. I've also reduced the gearbox once again a little bit. I think it will help us hit top speed a bit sooner. But yeah, only change is one gearbox adjustment along with mainly tyre pressures. So let's see what we do. Let's get the traction control back to the correct setting. I've also put the brake bias slightly more to the front. We'll see if that works. Here we go then. Turn one. We'll probably hold this in second now because we have a shorter gearbox. So first is probably just a bit too short. Maybe here we could dip into first. Oh, lovely. Really nice exit. Good rotation. Car working, not really nice. I'm happy with the wings. Get the apex, trying to run out of track limits, so we do just a bit there. 4/10 up in the first sector, absolutely flying. Now we're getting the grip from the tyres, and we're just finding lap time everywhere. Bit of a slide on the way in, but we make it work. That's a perfect line. You kind of sacrifice the first. Apex run a little bit wide to get the second one and the exit. Going to keep it in second through the hairpin as well. Right on the nose, right on the apex. We are absolutely nailing this lap so far. Going to keep it in third through 11. 1.2 seconds up, and we haven't even got to the mistake section yet. Oh, and it's a bloody rerun from the exact same lap. Well, let's see what the lap is. We'll probably still improve, but again, we've shot ourselves in the foot with a mistake. I'm going to have to probably run a bit more frontward bias for that corner specifically. Up to the line. We might still beat it on this one. Oh, not quite. Literally a whisker away. 200ths. Anyway, I'm happy with the car balance and the setup. Car feels really nice to drive. So we're going to go for it. Next time around, we'll obviously comfortably beat it if we just don't make a mistake. But I want to see just how fast we can truly go. So let's have a bit of fun. Wow. That's the sort of pace we got. 35.8. 1.2 seconds quicker. Slight mistake in the final corner. The rest of the lap was perfect. I'm going to have to check for track limits at turn 4. Because that might mean we have to go again. So, moment of truth. Let's find out and see track limits at turn 4. Slow-mo activated. Going to go even slower here. On the white line. I think we're on, you know. I think that's in. Let me get some reverse angles real quick. So this is it. Reverse angle. Are we in? Are we out? Slow-mo running. Let's see. We're going to slow this as much as possible. So times 12. So white line. Front tyre still in contact with the white line. Rear tyre definitely still on. We'll go frame by frame here. I think we're good. That looks fine to me. Yep, that's fine. We're on. Just to confirm, slow-mo, reverse angle the whole time. Front tyre, rear tyre, perfect. Lovely. So starting off with the setup, I went down, I believe in the end, 3 clicks on the final gear, on the final setting, which brings all of them down, and that gave us 314 top speed. Tyres were of course soft tyres on our eventual best lap, +4 on the front pressure, +5 on the rear. Fuel set to 66 litres, enough for 15.1 laps, which is, you know, he'd done 14 in the race, so it gives you the idea of the sort of fuel he was working with. Electronics, I had traction on 10, which is up the highest. 1 is the highest setting, so 10 was basically, you've still got it on, but it's very low, so you kind of have a bit of sliding and car control. Aero, I went up on the front by 1 and down on the rear by 1. Generally, you can feel the car is made for Alonso's style, and there's a lot of understeer in the car, so you have to kind of work with it and kind of not fight it. Alignment, I kept default, dampers default, I then also kept drivetrain default. Brake bias, I actually did 57 on the best lap, and then also kept heave dampers default. I brought the front rider height down by 1 click on both, and 2 clicks on the rear, and then the rest is completely default. But there we have it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode, something different and one that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I really enjoyed it. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy it also, and also down below, as I said before, suggestions for future episodes in the comment section. But yeah, there we go, guys. Malaysia 03, Alonso's first pole in the books. Mods will be linked down below as always, so go check those out. But yeah, cheers for watching. A big shout out to the members. Check all the links down below, guys, for discounts along with the mods, and also check out the 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them already. And yeah, guys, cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and let's go bye from me.